I'm Serge from Fan. So today we got a new update, 2020.26.6.4. So as you may or may not know, I'm based in Switzerland, so you'll see that the functionalities that we get here are quite different than some of the functionalities that North Americans get, for example. So I think this is one of the reasons I did this channel, so that people here in Europe get a better information about what they can and cannot get. Anyway, so we're gonna dig into the release notes first, and then we'll test out the new features. But before I go further, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I release about once a week, so you know, that way you always get notified when I release my next video, and I hope you enjoy the content. All right, let's get into it. Okay, before I go into the release notes, the first thing that's new is basically, you see here it now says your car software is up to date as of July 8th 1417. So that's actually when I installed the update today. So that's new. It basically tells you the last time it was updated. Not sure exactly why they changed that. That's kind of weird. And the navigation data still hasn't changed. That's the release I had when I bought the car, which is pretty astonishing. Basically, I never got an update of that. Okay, let's go into the release notes now. So, what do we get that's new? So, first thing, we get the backup camera improvements. So what this means is that you now not only have the main view of the back camera, but you can also get the side cameras. We'll have a look at that. Then you have the dashcam view improvements. So basically that's not much. It's just a little red dot that tells you the position in the timeline that has triggered the dashcam recording or the sentry recording. And then you have TuneIn improvements. So they say they've improved the usability and discoverability of TuneIn stations. We'll try that quickly. And you can also have playback speed up to 2 times. Walkaway door lock improvements. So that's mostly for people that have a garage and, you know, store the car at home, which is not my case, so it's not really interesting for me. But that's just so that you can store your car in your garage that's itself locked, but you don't want the car to be locked so that you can access it easily. To be honest, I still think it's safer for the car to be locked, but you know. Anyway, en route battery warm-up. So that's basically the same thing that the car used to do for when it was preparing the battery packs for supercharging, except that this will work on third-party stations, not just superchargers. This is because we now have the view of all the third-party charging stations also. And also the new language support, so Portuguese is now available as a language. And of course, as usual, there are minor update improvements and bug fixes. I did a quick test drive. I didn't see any big improvements, but if I do, I will of course release a video about it. Okay, now let's look at all these new features. So the first feature we're going to look at is the rear camera. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the car in reverse. And you can see here that I get the same view as before. And that kind of struck me as odd, because I looked at a lot of videos that were showing this feature and nobody actually showed that you actually have to activate it. So basically what you see down here, it's very difficult to see now. There's a little arrow, and oops, let me put that back. So let me put it back here up on the screen. You see the little arrow? So you press on that, and here it shows you in small here the location. It goes away after a while, so I'm trying to put it back. It shows you the positions of the cameras that you're seeing. So that's the left camera and that's the right camera there, which is really neat. So you can actually see these as you're backing up. If I back up just a little bit, you can see it in motion. There we go. And if I go forward, it goes away. So that can be a problem. So the thing is, you can of course reactivate it. So you can just press this and you will get it back. Now that's interesting. I've never seen this before. So that camera took a little bit of time to get initialized, but it's here now. So now if I move forward, you can see that I get this. So this is really nice because I always wanted to check my line alignments when I'm moving forward also. So now I can also see that when I'm moving forward. All right, now let's go check the dashcam improvements. So I'll go back into park, and here we want to, sorry, that's not it. So I want to get out of this, and I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to say launch viewer. So now here I'm just in the dash cam recordings, so I want to go into Sentry, and let's go here, and here, okay, we don't see any trigger here. That's interesting. Let's see if we can go into another one. Okay, here you see that basically the red dot is the dot that actually triggered Sentry mode recording. So if I go here, we'll see. Okay, I was just cleaning the car actually, so for some reason it thought I was trying to do something to the car. Now if I go to another recording, maybe this one, an old one, so you can see here all of the recording before had nothing to do with what I was actually using, and then it's just, I guess, somebody that came in front of the car. That might be us. Yeah, that might be me. That just came in front of the car and that triggered it. All right, so next, let's go into, I think it's in the music here, and go into TuneIn. So here they said they've made some improvements. I haven't looked at this before, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I get my new episodes, podcasts. Oh yeah, so when they improved the podcast, it's indeed much easier to read. And let's try to try a podcast on comedy. Let's just take any one. And now it should say we should be able to move it a little bit faster. Okay, that took forever to start. Okay, I'm not sure how I actually make it go faster. That's interesting. What if I try to... No, if I press the... Okay, I'm not sure how you're supposed to make these go faster. Interesting. Because we're supposed to be able to play them at double the speed. Okay, that's interesting. For the login, they've changed it. So I've got basically, let's see if I can put the PBS here. Oh, now here we go. So here for my new episodes, I can change the speed up here. So I can just do it to 1.5, 2. Okay, I might want 2 is the maximum. So that's kind of cool, because sometimes you don't want to, as it's a lot of people talking, you might want to go faster. All right. What else? The walkout lock I'm not going to test because, well, we could just look at the setting. It's probably under security. So, where is it? Oh, maybe on the lock, sorry. Window lock, walking. Here we go. So what's new is this setting to exclude the home. So basically, if you activate that, it just means that it will not lock when you're at home, which is not what I want, because my home is actually the public parking lot in which I park the car. So I didn't want it to lock when I leave. All right, I think we're almost done with the new features. Okay, so what's left is the en route battery warm-up. But I'm not going to test that, because actually, if you see, I'm pretty high on battery, so I'm not even sure it would actually turn on. So that'll be for another time maybe, or but I'm pretty sure it works. And last but not least was the language change to Portuguese. Unfortunately, I don't speak any Portuguese and I can't read it, so I'm not going to do that change, otherwise I'll probably be lost in some menu. Okay, so that's it of this overview of the new release in Switzerland. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to put a like, that always helps. And again, subscribe if you want to get notified when I release my next video. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the comments. And if you're interested in purchasing one of these cars, either leave a comment or contact me directly. But make sure you use a referral code if you're going to purchase a car, because that way you'll get 1,500 kilometers of free supercharged electricity. And actually, so will I. So it's a win-win. Anyway, the weather's beautiful here. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are, and I hope the situation will improve for you wherever you are. Lots of love. Cheers. Bye-bye.